Good morning guys, and welcome back. In today's video I want to show you what my warm-up for handstands look like at the moment, because of course it chops and changes all the time, and I've posted so many videos of like warm-ups, so I can link some of them up there for you to check out there. But I want to show you guys what I'm doing at the moment, because it definitely changes. I learn new things, I incorporate them, so yeah. Let's jump straight into the handstand warm-up. Feel free to follow along if you want, or maybe save this video and write down the exercises and try it for your warm-up next time. On some other news, I have a very exciting announcement, which is the fact that I'm offering a one-on-one handstand coaching at the moment. So if you're struggling with starting handstands, or you're struggling to hold a handstand, or understand the handstand shape, because it's complicated, it's hard, you're upside down, you probably don't know what you're doing with your body, and maybe you just want like that little bit of like help and push to start to get your handstand journey started. Or maybe you want that extra push that you don't get when you're trying to self-teach yourself handstands, that you want from a coach. I will leave a link down in the description so you can go check out the program and see what I help you guys to achieve. Hobbs. Hobbs, did you just eat an entire churro? Lord, the dog just ate an entire churro. With that out of the way, let's get into my handstand warm-up. Pew.
Okay, so over to voiceover Ellen. First off, I'm just starting off with some arm swings, going back and forth, and alternating which arm I cross over in front. And then going to do some arm circles individually on the other, going vertically, both back and forwards, and I'll do the other side as well. Just giving my shoulders and my arms a bit of a stretch out. And then I like to do some bicep stretches, and I like to do a bit of PNF when I do this one to make it not so much of a static stretch. So I resist with the arm that I'm stretching, and then I relax it. Had some good music on, so I was having a real good boogie. And then like to do a tricep stretch and do the same thing again. So resisting against with the arm that I'm stretching. And for this one, it's also pretty important that you tuck your bum under. And there's also an easier version of this one if you can't reach your elbow with your other hand, where you use like a towel. You also want to really make sure that you tuck that chin in and your head is nice and neutral. Alright, next I like to come into a downward dog and just give my shoulders a bit of a stretch in the end range. I then like to come down into a cobra and stretch out my back. And then I like to get a bit of movement between the two and go from the downward dog into the cobra. I tend to take these as slow or as fast as I like to. Next, I like to go from side to side, just getting a bit deeper into stretch out my sides for some side bending that I do in my handstand training. I then like to come into this shoulder stretch and really open up my shoulders a bit more. I also like to rock into each side of my lats and kind of like hold my fingers on my hands on the ground and really get into each side. You can also change the stretch to not go into your back and just get your shoulders by thinking about rounding your back and not letting it sink, which you can see here. It's so hot and sweaty where we are at the moment, so I'm a big ball of sweat. I then like to clasp my hands together and take them a little bit wider and start to get further into that lat and that side. And you can also like change and move this stretch around a bit to get to also get part of your back as well. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I get a couple cracks in there, which is real nice. Then I do my other side. After I finish with that one, I then like to do some more twisting. I put one arm through the other and I bring the other arm over the top. This kind of helps to open up my thoracic spine and my upper back, which is really important because mine gets very stiff. And then I jump over onto my other side. After this, I then do some more side bending to really open up my sides because they get a fair bit stiff as well. Hello? Hello? I then come back down onto the ground and I'm going to do some more shoulder opening exercises because this really helps just to sort of make sure that my shoulders are nice and open when I get to my handstands. I'm not even sure what this stretch is called, but I do this one and then I then go from that one into the tabletop stretch, which I find helps to get a little bit deeper and gets a bit more movement instead of just doing a static stretch. I then go into some point exercises and I just do some back and forth. I do some little half circles going both ways. Okay. Make sure the thing is shut. After that, I then go into a more advanced point stretch where I sit on my feet. Please be careful if you do try this. Use some yoga blocks or something to take more of the weight off if you've never done it before. I then do some from like sitting on my feet up into the pike position. And for my final, I then like to do some hip opening exercises because I do a lot of like splits and leg movement things, so it really helps to have them nice and warm. So I do little half circles going both ways. And then I do the other side as well. When they're done, I then go into full on like straight leg, sort of like straddle circles going both ways as well. For my final exercises, I'm going to do some wrist warm-up. So I'm just going to do some circles on my wrists, going round both directions. I then like to turn my fingers back towards myself and get a stretch that way. And then turn my palms over and do the other side. And then finally, I like doing my wrist push-ups. Adds a little bit of strengthening to the stretching and warm-up, which is just what you need sometimes.
And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like because it really supports my channel, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I'm bringing out new content all the time, so stay tuned for all of those fun, exciting things.